Okay, we're recording?
Yeah, we're on, dude. And I'll keep fact checking.
Yeah. Hayden, thanks for dressing up for the podcast today. Holy shit, dude. Skies out, thighs out. I can almost see your hip from the bottom of your shorts.
I don't think that's what you're looking at. I think that's what you can see.
Is that a
Do you wanna review?
Is that a holster?
Jeez.
That's a whole new definition to Daisy dudes.
Do you have thigh tats? It would be cooler if you had thigh tats.
Oh,
I'm gonna get thigh
You'd be
tats.
so hip.
I'm gonna get them.
What are you gonna do?
right here.
I want to get a thigh tat that's just this.
I want to get one.
Just like gotcha.
What I want to do is get a tree and have it just like the top of the tree right here. Have a branch hanging out from somewhere, and then have a rope going all the way past my knee, and then put a chicken at the end of it and say, "I bet you $100 my cock goes past my knee."
Oh yeah, you do need to hold this closer, but wow, that's a terrible idea of a tattoo.
I'd win a lot of bets at the bar.
You probably would.
Just saying.
True story. When I was at Zoomies,
Prove it.
I had this.
Pictures of it didn't have.
I worked with a guy named Steve Allen, and he had a best friend named Matt Buckway, I think was his name.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not made up.
Okay.
I
Not a
don't
good name, though.
remember if it's Matt Buckway or something, but it's something with Buck in the last
Buckwheat.
part of his name.
Yeah.
He came into our store and was like, "Dudes, I got my first tattoo ever today." And we're
Oh,
like,
jeez.
"Oh my gosh, what'd you get?" And he was like, and everyone called him Buckmore. That's how I know, like, it was Buckway, it was something. It wasn't Buckmore, but that's what we called him.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, man, I got Mount Buckmore tattooed on my stomach."
Oh,
And we're just
shit.
like, "Come again?" Dude, he pulls his shirt up. It is Mount Rushmore, and then instead of the president's faces,
Yeah.
it's his own face.
5 times.
No, next to his cat's face,
Oh no.
next to Steve Allen's face.
Steve Allen. Are you serious?
And Steve's like, "Bro, you got my face tattooed on your stomach." And he's like, "I know, dude, so cool." And he's like,
Gosh.
"What happens when you're like with a chick?" He's like, "It's kind of like you're with her too, man."
Zoomies is just different, I guess. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
Zoomies is different,
Oh,
dude.
dude.
That tattoo is probably been
That's awesome.
15 years since that. I mean, can you imagine what
You
that
have to
tattoo
reach
looks
out
like
to that
now?
guy and just check it out.
We
yeah.
have to find that tattoo.
Actually, it needs to be a thumbnail on a YouTube video.
I'm gonna.
that
I
we
don't
put-
know him, but I'm gonna message Steve because I'm friends with him, and just be like, "Dude, can you get me
A picture.
a picture of Mount
Please.
Buckmore?
That's
I
amazing.
must have.
We
this.
need to. It needs to be the thumbnail.
because no one believes me. But
Yeah.
dude, it is a real.
He just
story.
got like a random dude. I mean, they knew each other, but like a random coworker's face tattooed on him. Bro, that's my dream, bro. That should be a life
You
goal,
want
dog. You should like it's an honor for somebody to name their child after you.
Yeah.
It would be an honor for me to end up on a tattoo Mount Rushmore on a crackhead working at Zoomies, dog. That immortalizes you.
True. Nick, I'm going to get a tattoo on my ass. Immortalize you.
That'd be nice. Like,
Lindsay would love it.
what is that on? I'm sure she would. Lindsay and I are good friends. The Water Boy, where he's got the fawns tattooed on his ass. What mama don't know, don't hurt her.
I love the Water Boy. What a great video. Hey, can we do a segment?
It's not a video.
Or movie.
Come on, dude.
Sounds
Video movie.
so boomer mistake, man. My bad.
Yikes.
Can we do a new segment I thought about in the last episode?
I'm in.
Irrational fears that we all have.
Oh.
Because Riley mentioned hers, aliens and dinosaurs. You mentioned yours. No, did you? Okay.
I don't know.
Go ahead,
I don't
Nick.
know.
Let's
All
hear
right.
yours, then I'll go.
Irrational fear. New segment presented by Yo Mama's House.
An irrational fear.
An irrational fear. She's like, dude, it's like, this is crazy.
I
Or
don't-
like something that you just like is so rare, but like you're just so Like, I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Mine is identity theft.
You're worried about
I can't
that.
even watch the movie with Melissa McCarthy, Identity Theft.
And I would walk.
Yeah,
And she's
like-
in the car
Yes,
singing that.
dude.
It's
As
so
soon as the
good.
movie started and it was about identity theft, I had to turn it off. I had so much anxiety.
shaking.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna happen to me if I watch this movie. Like, I can't watch it. irrational fear.
Yeah, that is irrational.
Yeah, I can't watch a movie about. Oh, that Netflix movie, The Tinder Swindler,
Yeah.
the identity theft. I got my wife made me watch it because she's a white girly true crime junkie, right?
Yeah.
And
Adds up.
I couldn't I had to close my eye, I couldn't watch it. I was so scared.
Wow.
What happened next, babe?
I have a real
Yeah, I was
fear
like, what the
that
fuck is
that someone on a plane next to me is gonna open up a peanut butter sandwich. I mean, not joking.
Did you
Wait,
not-
what? Wait. A plane next to you or in the seat next
In
to
the
you?
seat next to me on a plane.
On a plane.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. That they would open up a peanut butter sandwich and I couldn't go anywhere. Because the smell of peanut butter makes me want to vomit. It's the
I was
worst.
about to say, do you have an allergy? Because I
You
read an
got
article about
you-
a guy that bought all the peanuts on the plane just so nobody would buy them. And open
That's
up
the
the
thing. I
bag.
don't have an allergy. I don't think, but I puke just at the smell of it.
So it's like those guys that put dog poop on the front of your door and they burn the bag. I'm gonna do that with peanut butter. Just light a bag on fire, ring your doorbell, and run. You're like, oh my god! It's
I don't know
like
that burning peanut butter smells more peanut buttery. I don't know how that works.
Are you gonna eat a lot and then shit peanut butter and then burn it on his front
Dude, I
porch?
don't think I could. I wouldn't put that past Hayden, actually.
Oh, dude.
I think my irrational fear is not being able. It's a plane as well. You're in the window aisle. You need to take a shit. Can't get out. You shit on the plane. And yeah, you don't.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine
Real talk.
sitting there for the
When
however long the plane ride is in your own poo?
When was the last time you pooped your pants?
Yeah, I remember.
There
Actually,
you
it
go.
was when I was older.
How old were you?
Okay, I was working at a car dealership. I was the new car sales manager,
And I
dude.
needed to get that sales.
And we had
I was just pinching it, dude.
are you familiar with no, this is worse than that. Are you familiar with Lorena's in Bountiful? It's a Mexican restaurant. Dude,
Sounds amazing.
Great food,
Lorena's.
but I had explosive diarrhea. Didn't make it. Had to call my wife, bring me some new underwear. Had to
Oh gosh.
dude, it was terrible. It was extremely
So
embarrassing.
you were at work and it happened.
I was at work and I couldn't.
You
I
just
didn't
hid in
make
the bathroom or what?
Well, yeah, dude, I hid in the stall. There were customers coming in and out. They were like, "What's going on in there?" I called one of my lot techs. I was like, "Hey, my wife's gonna come up with a bag. Don't open it. Just bring it to the bathroom.
Just drop it in the stall
leave it next to the stall, and then walk out."
and get the hell out of here.
He was like,
Leave.
"He was like, what?"
So,
I didn't make it.
one of my friends, Mikey Wynn, he's actually the guy, he worked at Zoomies with me way back in the day. And then when I left Vid Army, I signed with Breville and I made a post and I was like, here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm after. Guy called me, landed me a job at Dixon, a partnership with Dixon, within 24 hours. He used to do this thing where he'd go on airplanes
Oh no.
and,
Just fart.
no, he would go into the bathroom and he would do this. It's just toilet paper. He'd clog up a bunch of toilet paper in the toilet
no.
and then flush it and it'd just suck all the toilet paper off the roll
Oh
into
my
the toilet.
gosh.
And dude, he would just,
no.
he did this like a bunch. It wasn't like a one-time deal. His
Delta
Instagram
found him.
feed was just chock full of it for a while.
What the fuck?
He's like, dude, I loved nothing more than getting on a 5-hour flight and I'd be the first one into the bathroom, all the toilet paper gone, and then I'd just walk out and be like, good luck, suckers.
Oh
My gosh, dude.
He's just making your worst nightmare a reality.
It's kind of genius.
So to the question, do you remember the last time you pooed your pants, Hayden?
Yeah, I was on a mission in Brazil.
In Brazil. You eat some
The flaming
anaconda?
dragon where you lay on the ground and you poop and barf at the same time. But I did it in my pants before I got to the shower.
So you were at home.
No.
Where
Oh,
were-
well, no, I did. I pooped in my pants, got home, got in the shower.
Where were you when you pooed your pants?
I was walking home.
What, were you close to home?
No. We had to get on a bus.
You got on a bus without cleaning up.
No. Well, how was I supposed to clean up?
Oh, dude.
We had backpacks, so I was just backpacking it. Put my backpack around my waist and just.
Jesus.
I was 30.
Yeah.
I was 30.
40.
It was right at the end of my Zoomies career. And we had gone to lunch. And we were doing this big training event for my district. probably had 35 people, employees of mine there. I get up on stage after lunch and I'm like, okay, this is what we did before lunch. Here's the plan. Here's where we're at. And I didn't feel great from lunch. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, what on stage in front of everyone.
No.
Giant turd. So I was like, hey, we're just going to take a quick break. You guys do your thing. We'll like come back in 10 minutes or whatever. So I like hobble into the bathroom at the Marriott.
Darren, you won't even believe what just happened.
No, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. So I clean up and I just take my underwear off and I'm going to throw it into the garbage can.
Yeah.
And I wait. No one's in there. And I'm just holding it kind of, as soon as I open the stall door to go throw it away and I come out, two of my employees walk in. I'm just holding like underwear, just like completely full of shit. Like, you didn't see anything. They're just like slowly backed out of the bathroom.
Bro, that's awesome. Both of you are fired.
Good times.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming to this.
At least it was my team. Like, I can't imagine being with like a customer.
Dude, yeah, I was like just trapped in the stall. They're like, somebody's in there, been in there for a while. I was like, shut the fuck.
I'm dealing with something in here. That feels like I think you should leave skit. Yeah. Do you guys watch that show?
No, I think you should leave.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. What's his name?
I forgot his name, but he's the guy that's just like, I should make money off this. 55 burgers, 55 tacos. 55.
I've never seen it.
He does pay it forward. He goes to a drive-through line and he buys the guy's stuff behind him.
Okay.
And as soon as he does, he zooms out of the drive-through line and comes back, and he's going to get back in the line. But another car, they like T-bone right in that section. He's like, stop! I'm doing something!
I'm doing something! It's super important!
So she lets him in, and he goes to the drive-through
and then
window.
He just like yells, 55 hamburgers, 55 hot dogs, 55 fries, 55 drinks. Just like goes off. And then the guy in front of him's like, looks out his window. Let's go. He's like, you have to do it. Yeah. You have to pay for it.
While they're arguing, the woman behind who let him in to do the 55 orders, she's like, what's going on? And the guy in front is like, he's trying to scam a pay it forward with. So she like reverses back into the area to order, and she's like, I'll take 55 burgers, 55 tacos, 55. And so the guy in the middle who tried to set it up, he's like, you son of a bitch, and like zooms out of the line. It's so funny.
The best part is like when he's saying it, the order like is actually being put up on the, like they're actually doing it.
That show
He's
is
so good.
It's so awkward. What's his name? Tim Robbins? That's not Tim Robbins.
It's something Robinson. But like you've seen all
Tim
of his,
Robinson.
Tim something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dude,
he's on TikTok doing everything.
It is hysterical.
He's so
It's on
good.
Netflix.
Like yeah, it's on Netflix. He does the one where he's like, somebody did a meme with him. It's like NASA says that aliens cannot be fucked or something like that. And he's like, oh, are you sure? it's so funny. I'm just saying, like, Lindsay, look at this. I just go through his TikTok all the time, and then she's like, stop showing me. I get it. He's funny. I was like,
it's late night
I
laughs.
tried to show my dad. My dad's like, what is it?
I do that with the
Parents just don't get it.
Sorry, Dad.
I do that with throw up videos. Those are my favorite videos to watch.
Throw up videos?
Like gagging videos. Like people get to the point where they're gagging and throwing up. That's
Dude,
my
if I
favorite.
saw that, I'd everywhere.
Are you really?
In fact, I was in LA with a client like a month ago, and we had gone out to dinner and drinks, a rooftop bar.
Okay.
Pretty nice, but a terrible experience.
Okay.
My client, she like threw down, dude. The server just didn't come to us for like an hour and a half. Didn't refill drinks, nothing.
What?
So she like calls her over, and she's getting a little upset. And the lady's like, okay, we'll fix it. It goes another half an hour. The lady never shows up.
Sheesh.
So my client's like, let's get up. So she gets up, and we walk out into like the lobby area of the restaurant. And she's like, we're going. Just like, give me the check. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And the server finally comes out with the drinks that we had ordered.
2 hours ago.
No joke, 2 hours ago.
Okay.
And my client's like, I wanted these 2 hours ago. I don't want them now. And the lady's like, well, I guess we won't charge you for them, but I can't take them back. Like, here, just take them. And she's like holding it on, like a thing. In the lobby, she grabs a drink. She goes, I said I don't want it. And just poured it onto the ground.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
put that one back and grabbed the other one and just like chugged the other one. But so after this like weird experience, we're all walking back to the hotel and some chick behind us is being like basically drugged, like carried down the street, just throwing up like projectile vomiting. They slip in it and fall, and they're like on the ground, just like snow angels and vomit, dude. And everyone's laughing, and I start puking. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like side of the road, can't handle it. So I don't know how you can watch a gagging video.
I was at the Fashion Place Mall. Fashion Place Mall, going into Apple. And it was actually pretty sad, but there was this guy. He's on the side in Fashion Place, just all over the side of the wall. Everybody moves away, and I'm like uncontrollable, dude. I like feel so bad. I'm like,
You're
I had
laughing.
to like be laughing. I right into Apple, and I'm like, dog, there's someone thrown up out there. And the guy behind the counter was like, the security guard was like, I'm not going out there.
Not a chance, dude.
He was like gonna throw. He was like pale. I was like, "Dog, are you okay?" He was like, "I gotta go." I was just laughing so hard, dude.
Okay, this is a weird connection.
It was so funny.
Is Cabela's based out of Iowa or Bass Pro Shop?
No, I don't know where they're from. They're from the
in that area,
Missouri.
though. Missouri.
Bass Pro is in Missouri. I'm like, let me check.
Okay,
I'm
so
like 90% sure.
I was at Bass Pro Shop's headquarters. Got on this little puddle jumper of a plane to then get my connection to Salt Lake.
Okay.
And basically
Springfield, Missouri.
a tornado blows through.
Yeah.
We're in this puddle jumper of a plane, and we're starting the descent down, and it is. I mean, I've flown a lot. The worst turbulence I've ever experienced. It's a little like 2 seats and then 1 seat. That's how small this plane is.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to be against the window with an empty seat next to me. And all of a sudden, I see a lady about 4 rows in front of me pushing the emergency like flight call button over and over and over. And the flight attendants are like, "Ma'am, you like they're like yelling to her like, we're landing, like
Stop it.
you're okay." And the lady's like waving her arms, and you're like, "Is this lady choking to death? What's happening?" So the flight attendant runs up to her from the front of the plane, runs up to her. I'm watching all this in front of me. And you can just see horror on the flight attendant's face. And they're like digging in the back seat. They were looking for a puke bag. There was no puke bag in this woman's seat.
Oh, jeez.
So the flight attendant grabs the lady's arm and picks her up, and they start running to the bathroom. As soon as the lady gets like 2 or 3 rows from me, I can see her mouth is closed. She's thrown up in her mouth, and she's holding it. Bro, the flight attendant from the back they all meet at my empty seat next to me, grab the puke bag out of the seat and sit her down. And she just starts throwing up into the bag. Dude, and she's throwing up going, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry." Oh.
And he's like,
Dude, I've become one with the side of the airplane. Just like holding it back.
all of a sudden, Nick was a window.
Then I get the bag, and now we're both puking on the plane. Just like, I'm puking because she's throwing up next to me.
You're, "Stop it, please!"
For the love of everything.
That's
It's
one.
so bad. When my kids throw up, I'm like, "Honey, I can't help.
You
Can't help because
You need
I will
to-
throw up everywhere."
you need to stay away from Lindsay then. When
That
she's
was
throwing
one
up.
of my worst experiences.
Lindsay is a loud throw. Like she makes a lot of noise. And she's
Look, it's like exercising a demon. Dude, that's hilarious.
It's 2 a.m.
Here, me, I'm totally different. I've only thrown up maybe 3 or 4 times my entire life.
That's why you think it's funny, dude. Because if you've thrown up more than
She's
that,
sitting right next
you know
to him.
it's
He's like,
miserable.
"Keep it coming."
Dalton's
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know, but
Oh my god.
are you attractive or
Dude.
what?
God, you
I'm
were a
like-
3
I'm like-
when I saw you earlier.
Yeah.
Now you're like a 7. Wow.
Throwing
You're
up like this
cute.
is a really good comedy bit, dude. You're hilarious.
My 8-year-old, he's the best in the family about throwing up. He'll like throw up in a bowl. He'll go dump it into the toilet, clean out the, like he's 8.
Oh
He does the whole
yeah,
thing.
he does it.
My almost 19-year-old,
Yeah.
dude, it's like
Projectiles.
she's painting the walls with puke, dude. So, and she's like, it grosses me out to try to throw up into the toilet. And I'm like, get a bowl. You're
Get
19.
something.
Go
a
outside.
trash can or
Go
something.
outside.
Yeah.
Do you know where she throws up now?
Where-
The tub. She gets in the tub and throws up because she's like, that's not as gross.
I'm
and then
gonna
I can
go
just,
relax.
well, then I
my
can wash
gosh,
it down the
dude.
drain. I'm like,
holy shit.
this is the grossest thing ever.
We've talked about throw up probably the longest. We hit a Guinness Book of World. Did we hit it? Talking about throw up longest on the podcast. Did we hit it? Dude, so funny.
So what's the lunch break podcast about? Pooping your pants.
Well, the
throwing
first
up.
episode you should listen to is Hayden's if you want a really good idea of what it's No, but okay, hold on.
Guys out, thighs out, bad
Yeah.
tattoos. Good tattoos. Maybe that's
Good
a good
tattoos.
tattoo.
Good
Yeah.
tattoos.
You don't have one. Did you get one?
No.
If you really were gonna get
Lindsay's
one,
like,
what'd you get?
you need to get one and it needs to mean something. And I said, no, it doesn't.
You're like,
Yeah.
I just
like,
want that. She's
No,
like,
have you
Nick
seen-
doesn't
it
mean
needs to
anything.
have some sort of sentiment. I was like,
Have you seen
shut
these guys?
up.
what is it? I'm blind.
Yes, he is.
Lauren and Murr. He
Yeah.
makes the gagging noises and his wife
Yeah.
Oh,
can't
yeah.
stop
She
gagging.
freaking-
That's a comedy. I love those guys because he's just like they're in like a public place, like about to order, and he's like, "Huh?" and she just like uncontrollably
God,
starts to
stop
gag.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm with her. I can't. Even kind of talking about it as much as we have, it's like
He's just like
Oh, you're
clenching
like
his
a-
jaw.
the-
His jaw just tight.
have you ever seen that episode of The Office then, or Family Guy, or
Family Guy. Yeah,
where they all start throwing up, or Workaholics when they did the Epic hack?
Workaholics.
I've never seen Workaholics.
Oh, it's
I've
so
tried. I guess that's not
funny.
true. I've tried. I can't get into it.
I like that slapstick, really dumb humor. I love that. Like this is why
I should try again.
Will Ferrell is one, but they do an
He's in it.
No. But I like that.
Oh.
It's that kind of like slapstick,
humor.
like
You know what show Will Ferrell's in?
What?
Not that much, but is so good. Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down is hilarious, bro.
My plums.
Yes.
My plums.
I love Kenny Powers. If there's this, if spirit animals are real, Kenny Powers is my spirit animal.
Okay, have
He's
either
so
of you
funny.
seen Righteous Gemstones?
Yes,
No.
I just finished it with
Oh,
one of my coworkers, JR. It was so good.
you two snuggled up and Netflixed and chilled, or what?
Honestly, yeah, we did. We put it up in the office. I was like, JR, come over here, sit on my lap.
Not gonna lie, there's a lot of male frontal nudity in that. Like a
Yeah.
lot. Dude, I mean,
You're like,
You-
this is crazy. This isn't art anymore. This
in
is
the,
you guys wanted
first,
to.
in the first 10 episodes, I bet you see 45 dongs.
That's hilarious.
It's a lot.
That's why I
Yeah.
kept watching.
Yeah.
The-
But the whole show starts, they're an evangelical family.
yeah.
Think of
And
Jeff
Kenny Powers.
Olstein.
And the dude from,
Yeah.
is he in Workaholics?
Yeah.
One of the dudes from Workaholics.
Who?
He's also in Pitch Perfect. that
Okay.
guy.
Yes. That. Okay. Adam Levine.
And then
Yeah.
John Goodman.
oh,
John
wow.
Goodman is their dad. They're
Oh,
brothers.
wow.
And all three
Oh.
of them,
It's on
are in a
HBO.
wave pool in China at night having a, like, how many Chinese people can we baptize in 24 hours?
in the wave pool.
It's like this huge thing. And they're, the first 30 seconds of the show, they're like dunking people and like, you son of a bitch, you're dunking them wrong. And like, you're not baptizing them right. You know, they're giving each other crap.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the wave pool goes off
It goes,
and
yeah.
it just like wrecks 3,000 Chinese people in it. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, that's what this show is.
It's so funny.
Wow. dude. I like these Bound and Down. I like Kenny Powers.
And Vice Principals.
You'll like,
Yeah, I like those guys.
you'll like Righteous Gemstones.
When
It's,
Kenny
it's
Powers
a winner, dude.
when Kenny Powers gives the eulogy at his friend's wedding or funeral or whatever, he's like, "This is my best friend." What else did he do? Oh, but he made it like super awkward.
That whole
Like-
show is,
Eastbound and Down's really funny.
it's well done.
Yeah,
You have to like that sort of dirty.
My wife
dark
hates
humor.
it.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't get into it.
She's
either.
like, I hate Will Ferrell. I hate Adam Sandler. I
Adam
love
Sandler to
Chris
me
Farley, David
went
Spade.
downhill.
Excuse me?
Did you ever see the Hubie Halloween?
Yeah,
I rest my case.
I love that. I loved Hubie Halloween.
I didn't watch it.
Bad taste in movies.
Bro,
I thought it was wholesome. I loved it. It's kind of Adam Sandler going back to his like Waterboy roots. Or
I was all
whatever.
about the cobbler though.
Have you seen?
The Cobbler? Is that a movie? I never saw that. It sounds
Adam Sandler.
inappropriate.
No, the cobbler.
Did you see Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston in that
The Netflix show.
the Netflix crime one?
Yeah.
I only watched the
sucked.
first one. I didn't watch the second one.
Oh damn, dude! I like I like both. of them.
The last
Nick, you
decent
have
thing
bad
he's
taste.
been in is Funny People.
Okay,
With,
That was good.
With Seth Rogen.
I hate and I don't like Seth Rogen. Or
Okay,
no,
the new Ninja Turtles, though,
I heard
Gang
it,
I've got
dude,
to
it's
I've
good.
got to go
I
see
heard it was
that.
good.
it's good.
Yeah, but
Scott
yes,
Paul's the one that he's like, this is the
Oh,
best
well.
movie. I was like, yeah, that's a Scott Paul movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Scott Paul.
He's
hopefully coming on. Crush fingers.
he's agreed to come on.
Yeah, crush
We'll
fingers
see if
we
it's
can
gonna
get it.
happen.
Yeah, we got a present for you, Scott.
The thing is,
Got a
you
present
have
for
to
you.
get him, not traveling. He's always traveling.
Constant. Well, that's
He's
what
right
he
now in
said.
California.
Well, I think he's at the zoo today, but he was in California.
I think he's
Yeah.
still there. Him and
Oh.
Derek. I don't know. I just stalk him on.
I like that Scott. Is it that Scott is trying to figure out who he is, or he knows who he is?
I think he knows who he is.
I like that about him.
I
His shirt where he's exposed his shoulders is nice.
The orange
I think,
dress.
Yeah,
It's a dress. It's
yeah,
not a shirt.
it's nice.
I think it's
great.
for Scott. I think it's he doesn't really care about finding out who he is or who he is. He's just gonna have fun.
No,
Yeah.
I think he does care about who. Like, I mean, I don't know. I've known him for a while. I worked for him for a year, and I think he's a very deep dude.
Yeah,
He comes across a bit like all over the place, and he is,
Yeah.
and that's part of his superpowers. But he's also a lot more calculated and deep and thoughtful than I think
People
He-
realize.
his persona
yeah.
may.
that's a good move
May
though,
present.
dude. It's a good power move on his part.
He's genuinely one of the coolest, nicest people I've ever met.
He really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
But have you ever? It's a good move. Have you ever? We've talked about this before, but you've read 48 Laws of Power.
No, dude, I don't read.
Gosh, damn it! It's a good book.
I get
He's
all my
playing into that
all
one.
my reading material from you on this podcast.
That he's
It's
never,
like
If you haven't done
all this
that,
reading material that he's never going to read.
my
Shit.
I feel like it's the wrong thing to say he's my accountant.
Who?
But like he's my outsourced CFO.
Okay.
His name's Jordan Barbin.
Okay.
Incredible dude. Someone's looking for like that sort of support. Connect me. I'll or reach out to me. I'll connect you. He's great. But every time we're on a call, he's like, "So did you read the book I sent you last time?" And I'm like, "Jordan, no, dude. I don't
No, I
read.
didnme.
I
Why
don't
do you
read."
keep asking
And
me?
so
don't
then
read.
he's like, "I'll send you an Audible link this time." I'm like, "I don't."
I'm not going
read.
to do it.
I can't
So then
even
he
hear.
sends me the Audible link and he's like, "Did you listen to the book?" And I'm like, "Jordan, you just have to tell me what you want me to know out of these books. I'm not reading them."
Spark note me, please.
Yeah.
It's been a year. Every time we get on a call, dude, could I please send you this book to read?
You're like, shut up.
Can you put it in TikTok form? Because then I'll consume
Just
it.
do
But
it, Nick.
Otherwise,
Hey,
no.
that's a big one. People read books on TikTok or whatever. It's a big one.
See, and
Your attention span would be. You
It is.
You wouldn't even watch the TikTok.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
And I love podcasts,
Yeah.
but I can't listen to books on tape. I think I
I've
like
actually
the
done
idea
it.
of
It's good.
eavesdropping.
Yeah.
It's like a appropriate form of peeping Tom.
I've always wanted to.
That's what podcast listening is.
I've always wanted to do a book club podcast where we don't read like we just discuss the book. It sounds boring, but I think it'd be a lot more fun than it.
And then a podcast called Book. So meta.
I think you should do like a book, like get a book, get all the good points, and what you should call it is eavesdrop.
Damn.
Or just Cliff Notes.
Here,
Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes, big.
Reader's Digest. Oh fuck. Are you serious?
I mean, especially because we've like kind of built it up and talked about it a bit. I'm more sensitive now than I would have been earlier.
Stop it, dude.
I'm not sure what noise you're making.
Okay, yeah. Okay, he's like trying to troll you without actually doing the right voice, dude.
Dude, this is what it was like when Hayden and I worked together. I don't know if we've really shared
so
this
funny,
story a
dude.
whole bunch. We tried on the last podcast. It didn't work. But
Because someone forgot.
Yeah,
dude, when
that's true.
when Hayden first started working at Grounded, our office was about the size of this like little setup right here.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a desk for you.
Yeah.
But you were a trooper, dude. You sat on that chocolate stained.
That chocolate stained couch. It was a dream come true.
Yeah. Oh, that's the episode I told you about my coworker who didn't have an eye, who had a glass eye.
Yeah. It
we should
was.
You had wait, I don't remember this.
Yeah, he would come to the office early, but the guy was there early as well, but he didn't know that he had a glass eye, and then
he's cleaning it
his
out in the
eye
sink.
was-
He
Yeah.
was cleaning it in the sink.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
he looks
There's
over.
some things you don't
he
do
was
in a
like
company
this.
sink.
He was
he
like
was like
this,
rubbing it.
and then he looks at me, and it's like, "Hey, dude," and I'm like, "What the is wrong with?" He's like, "Oh, you didn't know I had a glass eye?" I was like, and then he goes like this, and then he goes like this. Yeah, hold on one second. You could
Please
hear
tell
it.
me it made that noise.
You could hear it.
No, it was more like,
It was gross, dude. I was like, his first name started with a B. I was like, B, what are you doing?
in the like company
Company
kitchen
sink. It was right there, dude. Like, yeah.
what's wrong with that?
I was like, but the reason I told that story was because I had that. You guys had the stained couch, and we had the couch in the office, and every day it was clean, and no one really used it. And then
Until B
one
was
day,
there.
it was like stained red, and
Was it from his eye?
I don't know, dude. That's what I'm trying to figure. I still don't know. He won't tell me.
Just projectile bleeding.
He's like, he's like, I'll teach you about that when you get a little older. And I was like, all right, okay. And then popped his eye back in, and I was like, what the fuck?
B, what the hell?
That's rank, dude.
I was like, what the
I
freak?
do remember that because I shared my story about the working at the golf course.
I don't
Yes.
remember that.
Oh gosh, don't tell. You're already there to throw up.
No, we're fine. That's for another day.
Yeah, it's underground. But dude, that's wild.
I saw your underground video.
How bad was that?
That was great.
No, dude, it was so bad.
It was great.
It was the worst. The best part of that whole video was Elliot at the end going, honey."
The
He
cameo
was
from Elliot.
so mad. He thought it. He didn't know I was recording him for that. And I was like, "Hey, bro, do you want to just like make a weird noise?" And he's like, honey." But here's the thing, Hayden. Adam made like a gangster animated ad.
The
for
Kiwi
Underground.
ad?
No,
That was
this is a
pretty
while ago.
Friggin' sick too, by the way.
The kickflip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did that today. But he made this like incredibly cool animated ad, 3D like. It's dope.
Did you see Adam called me pal on LinkedIn?
It's messed up.
That's the equivalent of someone calling you bud.
That was the context of the LinkedIn post. It was,
Bud
It was
is
Martin.
triggering.
and I was like, I call people bud all the time. I say buddy, but
Buddy, did you pick that up from Taylor?
no.
That's even worse because I hate Buddy.
Taylor.
Bud and Buddy.
Why can't I think of his last name? Taylor Bennett,
Yeah.
who
Taylor
worked
Benet?
at Grounded with us,
Benet.
called all of us Bud. And dude, I literally pulled him aside. I'm like, "Love you, but you can't call people Bud. Like people do not like this."
Okay.
Yeah.
pal.
Well, because you're on the west. In the south, it's like a term of endearment.
Yeah.
But they
Out
say
here,
it.
it's
but
belittling.
But they say it like if you go to the south and someone says bud, like it's almost like sweet. Like they have their whole demeanor as like it's a term of endearment because they don't use it all the time. But out here, they use it all the time. And they're like, "Okay, bud." It's like, buddy. You're
That's
like,
exactly
"Shut
how
the
you use it. Okay, Bud.
Canadians.
It's sarcasm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, bud.
Okay, buddy.
Hey, yeah, or like, thanks, bud. I'm like, I'm not your damn child.
Is
It's
it because we
very
hate
belittling.
Canadians?
Yeah, yeah.
It depends on where from Canada.
What about Minnesota?
Minnesota, where the snowballs.
Minnesota's the
Dakota?
4 days of summer in Minnesota are beautiful.
Minnesota's, yeah, really pretty. I
For
like
4 days
Minnesota,
of summer.
yeah. Right.
Outside of that,
Yeah.
Okay, pal.
have you been in there in the winter with the rat cages?
Yeah, I mean,
the
I've been
hamster
in,
tunnels.
I've been in there in the winter.
Dude,
To Minnesota, but I don't know
I was
so-
shocked when I would go there. No one in the winter walks outside because it's too damn cold.
Yeah.
So they
yeah.
have, I don't know what to call them. So I just call them hamster tunnels. But it's the second floor of every building is connected with like a
Yeah, oh,
tube
okay, yes,
skywalk so you
yes,
can stay
yes.
warm.
Okay, yeah.
It's that cold. They're like, you can't even walk across the street.
We're going to spend an
kinda cool,
extra $100 million to connect these buildings so that we don't have to go outside.
And it looks like they just used
That's cool.
hamster tunnels from Petco.
We should do that here.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's not that cold here.
Oh,
doesn't get
I
that
don't
bad.
care. I just want.
You just don't want to go outside.
Yeah, I
I
just
just
wanna
want
go outside.
tunnels for every
just
building.
Dude, that's funny, bro.
That'd be sick.
Dude.
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
about it right now. Imagine you had to connect to the temple. You could walk to the temple from here, and you wouldn't have to touch asphalt once.
Oh.
I wonder. If
Highway to heaven.
I wonder if they
Yeah.
let you in though.
Highway to heaven. No, they wouldn't let me in.
They let you in next stop. Just do a kickflip or do that freaking video.
Roll
you
it
said.
on the scooter.
Rolling on your
Scott,
scooter.
take Scott Paul with you. You get in.
Yeah.
You and Scott are home. You take
Yeah.
Scott.
Scott Paul ride bitch on my scooter.
Really?
Which is
Well, he just rode 1,000 miles bitch
listen
on a
to
motorcycle to Sturgis
That
and
was
back.
amazing.
dude, and listen, Scott Paul's the only person that can break the only motorcycle rule and be cool, right?
It's true.
I'd
Scott,
ride-
you come
I'd
up
ride bitch
twice
for
in this
either of you guys.
podcast. Scott's just
Well, yeah, no.
Man.
Okay, yeah, I do understand.
It probably wouldn't be cool, but I'd do it.
Listen, the rule is there's only as many balls as wheels on the bike. Okay.
that's clever. I actually
That
like
is quite
I
clever.
actually really like that.
Did you just make that up, or did you hear that?
No,
somewhere?
that's I've read
That's an old
motorcycles. Yeah,
phrase.
that's only as many balls as wheels.
Truth is, I've never ridden a motorcycle.
You
Oh,
look
dude,
like
it's really fun. I really am.
You don't look like a motorcycle guy. Just
You
Limp
would,
Bizkit.
but you get to ride
I look
motorcycle.
like a
Get in
Limp
there.
Biscuit guy.
A Limp Bizkit, like the rapper.
That picture of you and Taryn when you were younger, just bald with a goatee.
Oh, yeah,
Straight
that goat
if you
was
had a hat,
gangster,
dude,
dude.
and
Get
wore
it.
it backwards.
I was bald with a goatee when I got married, but Sigi,
Yeah.
she saw that picture and she messaged me on Instagram. She was like, "Yo, what up, Eminem?" And I wrote back like, thinking it was I was like genuinely laughing.
Yeah.
And I wrote back, I was like, I was like, "Oh, real funny, not." And then she thought I was being serious. She wrote back, she was like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean." I'm like, "See,
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
like,
We're all
it literally
sarcastic.
is
Yeah.
funny.
Wow,
Yeah, we're
Nick.
sarcastic.
Well done."
Total
Yeah.
asshole, dude.
Yeah, my team's so afraid of me.
But if you got like
Hayden
a,
speaks for me.
That's why I left. Scared the shit out of me.
but if you got like a
You did.
like a Softail or like a Fat Bob Harley or something with like ape hanger, you'd have a lot of fun.
Well, my dream vacation is to do a man trip, ride 250 motorcycle, the north end to the south end of the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Ho Chi Minh Trail, huh?
Dude, it would be incredible.
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
through city, you go
Right.
through the
Are you?
jungle.
Oh, you're not talking about like a motorcycle. You're talking about one of the mopeds that they have over there.
Well, a motorcycle, not a Vespa, dude. I want a small motorcycle,
Yeah, well, like one, like yeah. Okay. I see
a
what you're saying.
250.
Let's do a
Bitcoin.
short version of that, and just take
You're
the
just throwing words out. Hayden's
take
like,
the-
I love lamp. We're talking motorcycles in Vietnam. He's like Bitcoin,
well,
crypto,
that's racist.
Web3,
My bad. Continue.
You could do a
Kung
short.
Pao chicken.
You could do a short one. You can go bike up the Uintas. You can make that loop, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
That's a really pretty one in the fall.
Forgot what it's called.
Yeah,
That just doesn't do it for
Alpine
me.
Loop or something like that.
That's it.
It
Okay.
just doesn't do it for me. I want to go to Vietnam and ride motorcycles for the first time. And I want to like go there and buy a 250cc and then be like, I need to learn how to ride a motorcycle.
Really fast because we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But I want to put myself in like a weird position to try to figure that out.
Whoa.
All right, dude.
Who's in?
I'll go with you
And we'll get Riley to help us with
travel
Dome
it.
Day.
Okay.
We'll work with her
deal.
travel designer.
Yeah. I think what's cool. Listen,
Right.
I think the scariest time I had on a motorcycle was riding I had to learn. I bought a motorcycle, and I had a suicide shift.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so
It's basically.
What is it, Hayden? Do tell. He's like, you.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you have no idea.
like basically,
idea at
it's no. Okay, so
Hayden,
on
could you even find a helmet big enough for your head?
they make them.
Oh, man.
They make them because I
Can
got
you
a big
imagine how
noodle.
short those shorts would be on a big motorcycle? They'd hike so far up, dude. You might as well be wearing whitey tighties.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like these jokes.
Hayden's shorts are just grape smugglers, dude.
Grapes?
Oh god, that's so funny.
You do have nice legs, though.
You have great legs.
Welcome to the podcast.
This is how I envision Scott's episode going a little bit. We're just gonna have a hard
It's gonna
time.
be way better.
We're just gonna have a hard time.
Probably
staying
better.
on track, dude. But
Whatever,
It's gonna be
dude.
great.
I've never laughed so hard than like with a what am I thinking?
Spit
of?
it out, Nick.
A coworker
Oh.
than you.
To me.
And I don't even
Yeah.
remember what we'd laugh about, but I just remember like every day coming into work going, I know
laughing.
we might not grow, we might not make it as a company, but Hayden and I are gonna have fun.
We're gonna
Yeah.
laugh.
We're gonna laugh, we're gonna have fun. And I think we brought that to our customers too.
I do too. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It was fun.
That's great, dude.
I still have a hard time understanding what made you decide to think grounded was a good idea though.
Yeah, me too. Just kidding.
But you just
a great idea.
left Safe Moon officially now.
I did officially leave Safe Moon.
Does it feel weird?
It does. It does. Because you spend 2 years building a pretty
Wait, you were
sweet
there
department.
2 years?
Almost.
I can't believe it's been that long since
Yeah.
grounded.
Yeah. So
How long
has
has Grounded been a thing? 2,
Not
3?
even 3, close to 3.
close
close
to
to
3?
three?
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, building out a sales department there, doing really well, and yeah, there's just some things that came up didn't make sense to me or Lindsay. And
Like moving to Miami.
yep, it's one of them.
But
a
I
big one.
but I
Dude, let's
thought you
go.
really loved Will Smith.
Will Smith.
I love Will Smith's husband.
What?
Oh, too soon.
Oh my god.
It's a year. It's a year. It's the year anniversary
It's been longer than a year, hasn't it?
or 2-year anniversary, something like that. No,
So
I think it's been a year, dude.
so
I don't remember.
you've said goodbye to Safe Moon,
I have.
and what's next?
There's a lot of options. I've a bunch of different crypto projects reaching out, but I think I'm going to be going to another startup. I just love that startup.
You just
grind.
can't get enough
Can't
of
get
that
away
startup,
from it.
dude.
It's like a. Never mind.
It's
It's
like a
just
virus.
addiction.
Yeah,
It is an addiction.
it's like
a bit.
being addicted to crazy, batshit crazy girls.
Yeah, but there's something
there's
like I
something nice
get
about
it,
just
the
getting your-
autonomy that you have.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah.
you can go to a startup and you can do a lot of things. Where you go to a big company,
Right.
you're like, this is the role, and don't get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you've got the ability to do a lot of things,
Right.
which is why you worked as the first employee at a creative agency
And I didn't do
with
any
neither of
creative.
us being a designer.
yeah.
Like that's a you kind of look back on that and it's like, how in the
Why-
hell
yeah.
did that work?
How did that do?
Yeah, how'd we get there?
Yeah, but I'm looking at a company and I'm going to be signing with them called Luminous DAP. What they do is they build out, anything you need from websites, from the UI UX perspective, blockchain, smart contracts, AI, since AI is becoming so prevalent these days. So AI prompts. And yeah, they brought me on as the VP of partnerships. And so it's still a sales role, but going to be
Focus on partnerships.
focused on
That's cool.
partnerships.
Dude, AI
Big ups. Dude.
AI is crazy,
Thanks.
bro. Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, we are already rolling. We're actually talking to a couple people already that you might know, but can't officially say
can't
it yet
share it?
until they're
Yeah.
fully on
Wow.
board.
Wow. Thanks for the tease, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We almost had a really good conversation about AI on one of the earlier episodes of this podcast.
Is
But I would-
AI
I actually-
sentient? That's
yeah,
the,
that's the question.
it could be, depending on how you.
Define sentience. Thank you.
Yes, it's huge. It's going to be like AI.
Dude, I
is
just
gonna
wrote
change
a-
everything.
For my company, I just wrote with GPT-4.
Yeah,
I just wrote a whole master MSA with a statement of work.
Yeah.
it's amazing.
And it's legit. I sent it to I sent it to an attorney. I was like, "Hey, somebody just sent this to me. Can you read it and tell me what's going on?"
Right.
They're like, "Oh, it looks pretty solid."
Yeah,
Contract attorneys are going away.
yeah. That's how I wrote all my for the sales department at SafeMoon. That's how we wrote like about 85% of our emails was through AI.
Yeah, if you have the
Sales
right
lead, yeah.
prompt.
Really?
Well, if you have the right prompt, and then you take what GPT-4 gives you, and then you're like, okay, got the right idea. Now I'm going to dress it up to make it
Right.
sound human. Like I think that's the power of AI in sales.
Yeah.
Is like not so much. Oh, and chatbots.
Yeah,
AI
chatbots are huge.
SDR chatbots, dude.
Yeah,
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge. That's on my roadmap for my new company. Actually,
Really?
it's like one day I want to get to like the point where we go SDRs, but your website we plug in an SDR AI chatbot because they can do you can do crazy stuff with AI chatbots.
If you need us to build it out, we can do it.
Well, I'm not.
And it can be your own.
I don't have
It
any.
doesn't
big
have
boy-
to be ChatGPT 4 where everyone
Yeah,
else
I don't
is
have
using
big
it.
boy money yet, but I will, and I'll call
When you do.
Soon. It's only a matter of time.
But yeah, I just think business in general is going to be going that way. AI,
Yeah.
blockchain, smart
Oh,
contracts.
dude, did you hear? Speaking of AI, Tesla's AI sales call. Holy shit, bro!
I haven't heard it. What's
God
the
damn,
deal?
dude. Let me play just a little bit of it for you. Let me play just because it'll blow your
But
mind.
what is it?
It's a sales call. So a guy
Calls
hopped
in
on
his
Tesla
yeah.
website, and then an AI grabbed the number and called him and had a full
Straight up
conversation with him.
with him.
And then it bounced around. Like the only critique I had with it was a little slow.
Yeah.
Like to respond, like it waited a little too long than a normal person would.
Yeah, I had to.
Okay, but dude, while you're pulling that up, for the underground, we're using Editor X, which is a platform by Wix,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I've had so many issues with it. I freaking hate it. But I tried to get on a chat with them.
Yeah.
And it was a chatbot.
No, it's a person,
Oh, really?
and he was taking 3 to 4 minutes to respond to every question.
Right. And see, that's the
like,
difference. Like with these
dude.
chatbots,
Yeah,
they'll
that's
see exactly what
ridiculous.
you want to talk about, and it scrapes every conversation it's ever had, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what you need.
Watch this.
It was the most frustrating experience.
It's I'm gonna play it a little close so people can hear, but yeah, I sped it up a little bit so you can get through the first little bit. But this is AI talking to a real person who looked at Tesla's website.
Hey, James. Yeah, who's this? Hey, James. It's Alexander from Tesla Motors. How's your day going so far?
It's going pretty good, my man. How about yourself? You said from Tesla, right? The car company?
Yeah, that's right. I'm calling from Tesla Motors, the car company. Did you have any trouble or questions while customizing your car on our website?
No, we're just kind of shopping around and, just taking a look.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Sometimes we're just exploring our options before making a decision, and I totally respect that. Can I ask you why you were looking into a Tesla in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, I've had my car for way too long now. And so kind of taking a look at it.
Holy
Here's the best
moly.
part about this call.
You're right. The delay's a little weird.
The
but
delay's a little bit, and he's
but-
probably thinking on the other end, like, what's going on? Probably a new sales guy. But at the end of this call, they booked the appointment and got the guy back in the store. Bro,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
AI's
business,
crazy,
like,
dude.
there's going to be so much like.
So
safe
SDR,
on
I mean,
overhead and everything
like
that,
only
yeah.
Tesla can afford something like that because
Sure,
that's pretty
sure.
expensive. You would have to,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you're building it out for your specific business, yeah, it would be totally.
It would be really hard to do. So
Now, but it won't
SDRs in the next 5 years, I think will be fine because we're going to build that. But after that, like as soon as they get one that's just like clean, you're going to have automated calling all day, and it's going to sound just like normal.
I already hate phone calls. It's just gonna make me hate them even more.
Yeah, this wild, man.
I know, dude. I'm old. I just don't like them.
That's funny, dude.
The only thing worse than someone calling is someone leaving a voice text.
We talked about this earlier. Yeah. A voice message,
Tell
a
me I'm
voice
wrong,
memo.
Hayden.
I like voice
I do
memos
that
every
to
once
you
in a
all the
while.
time.
But I can't just I can't just listen to
Low
them
key, this is what
wherever
we were
I'm
talking
at.
about.
If
Yeah.
you look at his voicemails, there's probably like 10 of them from me, just because I know he hates it.
I have 98 unread voicemails. I looked earlier.
Oh,
today.
voicemails. He's talking about text memos.
Well, I would do that too, just to piss him off. But they disappear, so he probably didn't listen to it.
They don't
did.
disappear unless you listen to it. It's after
right.
you listen
it's
to
after
it.
you
You have
listen
2
to
minutes
yeah,
to decide to
just
keep it
or not.
or let it die.
Gotcha.
But it's so hard.
And if you hit keep, you're a narc. We know you're a rat.
But you're not notified that I'm keeping it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
I know
Really?
exactly when you keep it. Yep.
It says, it tells you.
It says Nate or it says Nick kept the
Who the hell's
voicemail.
Nate?
Nate Nick kept the voice.
Yeah, it's just like I want to be able to read a text while I'm having a quick conversation. I want to be able to read a text while I'm on a Zoom call with someone.
Nick,
for a
you're being
minute.
needy.
Like, whatever.
You're being needy.
Well, we use voice.
But if
memos
you send me a voice text, it's unlikely
that you're-
in that moment I can listen. And if I've opened it and then closed out, I'm never going back.
Yeah. Well, and if you don't keep it, the cool part about voice memos is if you don't keep it, nobody has it.
Yeah.
Because it's encrypted, it disappears into the.
That's why I'm starting to call people only on FaceTime audio now, because it's encrypted.
Right. And
You did try to FaceTime me today.
I only FaceTime or FaceTime audio these days because it's all encrypted.
And Signal. I use Signal to text.
I love Signal. Signal's good.
Signal? What's Signal?
It's just an
Dude,
encrypted
It's like
text.
it's
like
a
WhatsApp for.
better than WhatsApp.
It's
though.
better than WhatsApp.
What,
but
better than
like,
WhatsApp as far as encryption. So
Yeah.
this is why we love
What are you worried about getting out into
everything.
Everything.
Well,
Why?
only some
Contracts.
the world? But
conversations.
you FaceTimed me. It's not like you're sending me a contract. What are you worried about our conversation getting out into the world?
It's about.
Why
it's
would
about,
you want it out in the world?
I don't know. We're recording a podcast right now of our conversation.
It's about.
We're intentionally
Listen here.
recording and distributing this
But
conversation.
personal conversations, like any conversation you have with your wife, you want it out in the open.
As long as we can monetize it, baby.
What was that?
As long as I can get a
Only
pick of that.
fans. What's up, baby?
As long as I can get a pick of that foot later, dog. And shit. I told my
Yeah.
wife she start selling
That's what I'm saying. Like,
feet pics.
you don't want your stuff out there for
No,
everyone
I
else.
only
Who's
use it for.
listening?
I
Who's listening to me
honestly,
and my wife.
What's
honestly, I only use it for a couple things. I only
Yeah,
use it for a
dude.
couple things. I use it like when I go buy my shrooms. I use it when I go buy other things.
Wait, what? That wasn't. It wasn't on the podcast.
Yeah.
We grind them up, put them into tea.
Same.
I've never. But I'd be down to do like a guided experience with shrooms once.
I just
Yeah.
want to be there to watch.
Just a hero dose, dude. It's actually
I
really
just
fun.
imagine like shooting stars coming out of your eyes and like FaceTime.
Oh,
Hello.
FaceTime call.
Is it on FaceTime? It's not on FaceTime. It's not.
See, if it was a text, you could just
Right.
wouldn't
yeah.
have interrupted this. Jeez.
I'm not an important guest.
On your
Hey,
phone
you
when
wear
it's
shorts like that, dude?
Hold on.
You're
getting
the
pushed.
most important guest.
See
We're
that?
gonna.
Look up. What size is your foot?
11. Sorry.
Wow,
What are you,
dog.
size 6?
I'm
mine are-
a 9.5, but I go to 10, so I can say I'm double digit.
Oh yeah, I'm 13.
Goodness gracious, you got water skis. Are you taking a picture right now?
No, why would I do that?
Is it encrypted? That's the real question.
Is it encrypted, dude? But yeah, I like Signal and I don't know, privacy. But this is also why I love
Privacy
Apple
matters.
though. 'Cause Apple won't give up anything.
They haven't.
They're great, dude. They're about to get kicked out of their messages.
iMessage.
iMessage is about to get kicked out of UK, I think,
Yeah.
because the UK said we want access to.
And they said no.
Yeah, were you okay?
Yeah, I feel like something just blew by my face. I
Oh.
thought into my drink.
What blew in your face?
But yeah, dude.
I don't know. It looked like a big hair.
But yeah, dude. No, Loki. But for real, that's why we love Apple, because when this is why. I mean, it wasn't a good situation, but this is why we love Apple, because they stick to their guns. When that terrorist
In
phone, when they got
California,
that phone
yeah.
from the terrorist, the FBI, everybody was like Apple. They were like subpoenaing Apple to open up the phone, like give us the passcode, open it. And Apple was like, nope, we're not doing it. You don't get the password to phones. And they're like, even if we knew it, we don't have it. Like, and we're not breaking
Yeah.
into the phone. Like, they're like, this is national security, blah, blah, blah. They're like,
No.
two middle fingers, like, go fuck yourself.
We're
That's
a
why-
$1 trillion company. Who
That's
are
why
you?
Apple is the freaking, but they
Because
respect
they protect
privacy.
terrorists. Yep. That's the message I'm hearing.
All I gotta say is
They respect privacy,
Wow,
man.
dude. Wow.
what?
They're just,
What phone do you use?
Yep, exactly.
yeah, dude. That's
Like
Just
an
wondering.
Android's a phone.
Just wondering.
Dude. Come on.
Who uses Android?
yeah. If I get that green bubble, I'm gonna never mind. I'm gonna
Dude, you
freaking
get
lose
the-
my mind.
We've talked. I judge people.
I know.
We all do, but
I don't.
that's a lie. That is such a lie. But if I see someone walking on their toes, I'm better than them. If I see someone send me a green text, better than them.
You're like,
I
okay,
agree.
okay,
Wow.
I agree.
yeah.
My brother-in-law has green text, and he entered into our family chat. He's a newly brother-in-law. You know what I mean? And so he came to the family chat, Lindsay's family chat. I just blocked everyone.
You got to get right out of that.
I told him, "Hey, I'll give you an iPhone." He's like,
Androids
are better
'cause
they're cooler. I don't get it.
customize them more. Shut the fuck.
he's in IT and does his stuff, so he has his things. But I'm like, Harrison, get a new phone.
Yeah, you're ruining the family chat. We did the same thing in our family too. Like, nah, dog, I ain't moving. I'll move to Signal, and then everybody asks me questions like that. They're like, why do you care? And look, here's the deal, dog. Nothing bad happens until something bad happens.
And then you're like, I wish I wouldn't have
I don't have any
called or sent that message. Like,
I don't go crazy. I'm like, you guys act like you. What's that Drake line? He's like, all that yapping on the phone shit must have never had your phone tapped.
No one wants to tap my phone, dude.
That's what you think, Nick. That's what you
There's
think, Nick.
nothing that I'm doing in my life that someone who could tap my
My
phone
phone would.
would want to and would have value in it.
What about that
They'd be like,
microwave, that June microwave? If they tap that microwave at your house?
and?
Hey, I
you
have
have
a
an Alexa
serious
in your
question.
house?
No,
Yeah, that. Oh,
Really?
I threw it away.
Do you have an Alexa in your house?
oh, of course.
Okay.
I mean, I only.
mean, you're
it's only
in or
my,
you're
it's
not?
only. Yeah, it's only
Dog.
my phone. Yeah, it's whatever.
I got mad for a second.
Alexa's watching and listening to everything.
That's
Oh,
what I mean.
100%. Yeah, for sure. I mean, do you have
That's really
Google?
why you do
Hey,
it?
here's one. Here's
Dude,
one.
I love my Alexa though.
Here's one.
You know, I have them in our office. I have
Yeah.
one in my.
I did it for Google. I have 2 Google Homes though, so
Oh,
Which
so
is
same
the
thing.
same
Same thing.
thing,
I was gonna say, do you have Google Maps on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, but I never said I was. I was just didn't like. I just use communication. I just want that encrypted. You know where I'm at.
I want my money encrypted too. Bitcoin?
Hey, there's a cool conversation around that, but anyway, yeah.
Dude, I'm still.
It's down
I think
right now.
I might have got rid of it. Someone the other day I saw was like, Bitcoin's going to go to 12,000. Isn't it like 28 right now?
26.
26 grand. It's
Whatever.
gonna drop to 12.
It's at 25.
Wait, what's Shiba at, dude?
26.
If Shiba hits $1, dog,
Shiba went down.
well, everything went down yesterday.
Well, I'm
Crypto
saying
went,
like
crypto went.
they just released their new blockchain and it's still down. Sorry, Nick.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the lunch break, everybody.
I do have a call.
You got to go.
I do have a
All right,
call,
guys.
too.
Do you really, Hayden?
Yeah, me too. I have a call too.
Hey, let's just hope that this episode doesn't record and we bring you back for a third time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Holla.
Because every time you come, your shorts are a little shorter. He's just going to roll up in like a legit Speedo.
Hoochie daddy.
Next time.
I might
Like-
as well. I might as
Yeah,
well.
might as well.
I mean, you're not.
far from it.
Yeah, you're towing the line already.
Yeah. I mean, this
Is
is
this
like
an
a good.
OnlyFans podcast?
This is like a
Could be.
a good copywriting post. It's like long enough to get the point across, short enough to keep it interesting.
Frick, I like that. I like that.
You didn't learn that in copywriting? They were like, how long should it be? Long enough to get your point across, short enough to keep it interesting. Like kind of like a skirt.
Yeah.
Or
Or
Hayden's shorts.
Hayden's Daisy Dukes.
That's the lunch pod.
Thanks, dude.
See you lunch.
Lunch break.